Okay, guys. What? I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. Hey guys, it's Sean here, about to start into Sims 4 again. Now, I'm all by my lonesome today. Trevor's actually out helping a good friend of ours with some things, and so it's going to be just me. If during the stream I don't respond right away to your chat, or anything else occurs there, which the chat actually doesn't seem to be loading properly, that's going to cause some issues. Wow, now I really wish Trevor was here. He's the tech expert on this kind of stuff. Okay, so I guess I'll just have to keep repeating the fact that there doesn't seem to be a chat available for me to see. If anyone is watching already, drop something in the chat so I can see if that actually fixes it. If not, this is going to be a very monologue-y stream. Monologue-y, I don't even know if that's a word or not. But, like I said, if the chat doesn't work at all, then that may cause some issues there. That said, frankly, even if I did have it there, it wouldn't be as beneficial because I'm all by my lonesome. Like I said, Trevor's out helping a dear friend of ours with a few things, and so it's kind of something I'm not as good at. I'm still relatively new to the whole streaming thing. I wish I knew what was up with that chat, though. I may have to try and come up with some solution, if I can. If not, we will just have to manage. Oh dear, one moment. Okay, apparently, okay, so apparently I really wish I had Trevor. I can't even manage the volume on my own. Oh, I'm normally not this hopeless with the computer, guys, I promise you. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be a really tech-buggy night. However, that said, pushing onwards, if I recall last time they'd all just gone to bed and one guy had gotten up for the day. He seems okay there now. He's just a bit hungry. His energy was full. Since he's off for the day, I'll get him to cook breakfast for the other two. Which is kind of only fair. Oh, I wish I'd got him before he decided to pull that out of the fridge, though. You know what? Put that back. Clean out the spoiled food. And let's get him to cook. I'm going to go with a smaller quantity than the 8 this time because, frankly, as you may have noticed from previous streams, I'm not good with remembering to put away the leftovers. So he's going to cook the 4 serving of egg and toast. Let's get those walls out of our way. While he's taking care of that, Bobby works in 6 hours, and Stefan has school in 4 hours. So we'll get him up and on the go first. As soon as his energy level is up enough, which it should be very shortly. Getting back to Bruce, he's just in the kitchen cooking away on our new gas stove. One of these days, I really need to try a true off-the-grid lot to see how that would benefit my Sims and how well that would work. It's definitely going to be an interesting experience for me when I eventually do. Maybe I'll do it during a stream sometime. Try it out, experiment with it. That way you can all discover that with me, or if you've already done that yourself, get to witness someone discover it for the first time and how well that works. So he's grabbing a nice fresh breakfast there now. Yeah, I'll get Stefan as soon. Oh, look, there's that urinary patch infection again. I'll get Stefan as soon as he's done with his shower to do the same, and I'll just be ready and waiting for Bobby to go into the washroom as soon as his little, well, not so little anymore boy is done with the shower. That's right, he's a teenager now. And he's going to grab a survey. And we still need to get that fitness level up one more level. So unless one of his other needs has not yet been met, he could use another go in the washroom already, apparently. Okay. Well, there are a couple. They don't mind as much if it's their significant other in the washroom while they're using it. So he's going to do that, and then go on an endurance run. Stefan should be done or almost done with his breakfast by now. Nothing overly fancy, just some eggs and toast. Now, I'm quite certain I did already have his homework and his extra credit work done, but I'll double check just in case. And yes, there's nothing else to do with that. So I'll just let him free roam for a bit, because really there's not a whole lot I can do with him on this just yet. Household income in general will still count towards this, by the way. I've discovered that on other save files. So the fact that both parents are bringing in money will contribute to his aspiration. I also need to check his... I hope he's doing something that will contribute to fun. No, he's writing jokes. Let's see if I can bring up his fun a bit. I need to really be careful to get him to stop before it's time for him to go to school in just over half an hour. Same time, of course. That's the only downside with getting them to do things yourself. They will continue to do it when they're supposed to be off to work or school. Which, of course, is the reason I usually prefer to let them free roam for the last hour or so and do their own thing. Bruce is doing okay on his exercise. Looks like he's almost at that extra level of fitness skill that he needs for his promotion. Actually, I can have Bobby multitask for this. And time to get him to stop. And off to school. And there we go. One gun for the day. Bobby has to go in, I believe, at 10? Yeah, it's showing 2 hours. And of course, when I have less to worry about spoiling, this is when I remember. One hour. And he's only got 15 minutes. I'll just let him do whatever he wants. For all the reasons I stated earlier. Now, what is he doing? Does he have that yet? I never noticed. Come up. Yes, he does. Perfect. So before he does that, I'm going to get him to check his bladder again and take a quick shower. Well, let's see what he needs for this. He wants to achieve level 10 fitness skill. Now I'm conflicted. Do I work on something else for a little while or go straight from work into the aspiration needs? Of course, if his hygiene is topped up, he can work out longer, because if they get too sweaty or too dirty, then they will just refuse to do anything until you take care of that. So yeah, still a benefit to doing that. And he's going to do energized heavy lifting. Push the limit. Epic energized workout. Let's really go. For any sim capable of doing such a workout. And let's do this as well once he's done. Just in case he does stop before I've decided he's exercised enough. Yes, I know, I'm very cruel to my Sims. So let's speed this up a bit. Intriguing as it is to, oh, here we go. The two pool tables seems like a good idea. It had always been Bobby's fantasy to build a company with a pool table, but now his team is spending a little too much time in the rec room and not enough at their desks. Bobby can either sell it off or lay down the law with his employees. You know what? I think selling it in the real world, because I haven't come across this one before, in the real world, selling the table would be punishing the people who are using it appropriately. So I'm going to do what I would do in the real world and tell the people who are slacking off, knock it off. Oh, that didn't go well. Well, that didn't go well. An employee points out that they're all working for shares and could be making bank elsewhere. They obviously have faith in the company. It's Bobby who needs to believe in them. More people chime in, then pack up and walk out. Working for shares. Why are they working for shares? I don't remember any option to choose that. That must be an automatic thing. You know what? I get shares as an option or a bonus. If that was me in the real world, I'd be a little upset. By the way, I don't know if anyone's joined us since I mentioned this earlier in the stream when I first started. The chat is not working. I do apologize. If you put in chat, you'll be able to see each other's. I want to be able to see it. If Trevor, wherever you are, is checking in between everything you guys are doing, then feel free to text me and tell me how to fix that and get the chat working. In the meantime, let's speed this up a little bit again. Alrighty. So it's almost 3 o'clock. It's almost time for Stefan to be home from school. And he actually seems to be staying where he's to quite well. So I'm going to switch to Stefan and decide what he's going to do when he first gets home, which of course is to use the washroom. Usually they'll wash their hands automatically, but when you're trying to set it up ahead of time so things will get done, it's a good idea to just set it. Worst case scenario, he'll wash his hands twice. Big deal. Oh, that's it. He's starting to wear down a bit, I think. What did he do? Why did he not? Why is he embarrassed? He skipped the toilet for some reason. That kind of defeats the purpose of going to the washroom. Okay. Laugh maniacally. I want to watch this. And now get leftovers. Doesn't really matter of what. Alright, so I think I've put this poor guy through enough. He's actually uncomfortable with the amount of dirt built up in his body now. He's going to stop on his own in a few minutes. So let's get him to use the washroom again, grab a shower, and fill his belly. He skipped washing his hands, but he is washing his whole body, so that should be fine. And here we see that rapidly decreasing. Why didn't he... What I told him to do, just vanish out of thin air, or into thin air. Well, that's odd. It actually acted as though he had gotten a shower on his own. Oh well, I'll fix that after. Not today. By the way, them deciding they're just not going to do things that you've told them to do is one of the reasons why it's easier if you only have a few Sims. Simply because if you do set a bunch of people, oh, do this, then this, then this, and half of them don't do it, it's a lot harder to spot if you have the maximum 8 Sims. I've learned that the hard way. I'm literally at this point on one of my save files waiting for some of my Sims to just die off of old age because, well, I could move some of them out of the house, but there's a whole other thing. I'm trying to basically set up a memorial thing downstairs with the whole family's remains, and that's not going to be possible if I move them out of the house, or rather it's going to be very difficult if I move them out of the house. These guys are going to watch some TV while they're eating. Oh, I guess I'll get him to do it. And they're going to increase both their fun and their cooking skill. So what's he doing? Chat. Look, see, he just randomly stopped. Normally when you tell them, I have a feeling he just decided not to get a shower like I told him to, and then decided on his own to do so anyway. He did kind of wave a minute for a second there as if he was having trouble for some reason, so I think that's likely what occurred. So he needs to get some programming done. If his fun level is up enough, that's what I'm going to get him to do. Well, I'll let him go a little bit more first. I was going to let him go to bed after that. Hello, Henry. One of our cats decided to come over and see how I'm doing with the game. I'm going to repeat again because I never know when someone's going to drop in and start watching the stream. The chat is not working on my end for some reason. It just continuously looks like it's loading. Again, Trevor, if you're checking in on me, I know you will at some point, but I don't have any way of knowing when, of course. Text me and tell me how to fix that. I'd like to be able to interact with our viewers. Oh. And he's finished with his homework. But I always, whenever I can, without really wearing them out, get them to do this to get their grades up faster. And he's just going to practice programming. He spent 92 of the 100 hours on the computer. No scratching the sofa, please. You know better than that. You've got a scratch pad over there. Good girl. Oh. While I turned away for a split second to get my cat to stop destroying our furniture, he went on to bed on his own. Fantastic. Hey, get out of that. No, that's not okay. Use your scratch pad. Alright. So I'm going to follow my usual pattern on this. I've gotten them through the rest of the day. I might... Actually, no, I'm going to get them off to work the next day and then go and build a bit in the neighborhood. We've still got a few blank spaces to fill in this nice blank slate map that I've really begun to love so much. And I'd like to get them filled in with something. Now it said 3 days, so I believe... Oh no. 2 days. So he actually starts work soon. So rather than do what I did the day before... Get him to get some leftovers for breakfast. Oh good, he'll take the breakfast leftovers. The next one who needs to be up is their teenage son. He's got a bit more time than Bruce, so he's going to clean out the fridge and then get something to eat. Oh, he's getting very hungry. That's okay, that'll fix him right up. And Bobby's turn. And we'll check on Bruce. Oh, he's decided to do some exercising on his own here. So, always useful. And because, of course, he's just doing it on his own, that means we don't need to worry about him deciding to keep doing it and being late for work because of it. He'll just stop and go on to work. So he's pretty well covered. Bobby should have enough time to eat and fix that. Stefan's new skill in Mischief will allow him to do Trick with Hand Buzzer and several other mischievous social interactions. As the skill level increases, I was reading that. As the skill level increases, new Mischief interactions will be unlocked. Cool. And Stefan is calling the forums, which will bring his fun up. Perfect. And off to school. Now this should show us 2 hours. It's actually an hour and a half. And we'll say 2 hours right up until it's exactly 2 hours or less. Like I mentioned in my previous stream, in case anyone currently watching missed it, literally, excuse me, 2 hours and 1 hour and 1 minute. Well, it shows 2 hours, and I really said the wrong numbers there, didn't I? Wow. Okay. Get SWOL anniversary. It's the 15th anniversary of Get SWOL Gym's opening, and they are celebrating by passing out cake to everyone who comes in. Bruce follows a very strict dietary regime, but who can turn away cake? I'll take the cake. Bruce greedily grabs the cake and proceeds to eat it very slowly, savoring each and every bite. This decision will definitely have negative consequences, but he sure is one happy sim right now. Performance loss small. It's cake. It's worth it. Plus, his performance, if I recall correctly, was excellent. So he should, even with that, still get the promotion. I hope. So, toilet repaired. He's just going to have some fun for a while. Let's speed that up a little bit. At least I assume he's having fun. What's he getting a drink? Okay. $60. Alright. And off to work with him. Now, I could, of course, just let it speed up and go, or not. Usually stays sped up if it's already done so when they arrive, but not this time, apparently. Alrighty. So, we're just going to go and, well, save, of course, first. Even though I didn't do a whole lot that couldn't easily be redone, I don't like to repeat days. And just go to Manage Worlds. I really wish that chat would load already. I think I really need to get my much more techie fiance involved in this, but he, like I said before, is out helping a friend of ours. Oh well, of course it would happen when I don't have backup. The one time I don't have backup. Even when he's sick, he'll still keep an eye on the audio level for me. So, this one, I think, would be a great place for a very large home. I'm kind of excited to get to that really big lot, but I also want to leave it till last. Because if I do build a house there, I really want to take a good bit of time on that stream to really make it, well, massive and very beautiful. At the same time, if I don't, then I really want to decide, okay, what do I want to put on that big a lot for a community lot? Decisions. So for a 30 by 30 lot, and I want something that only shows base game and lot type residential. So there's nothing in there for base game residential for this size lot. So let's go down one. And one thing a lot of people don't realize is that you can actually have a little bit of a buffer around it. So we're going to try that. That is a very large lot, though, so I really want it to be a big place. But if I have to manage with something a tiny bit smaller to avoid having to take up the entire stream with it, well, so be it. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom worth $249,221. With 1 bedroom, no, sitting area, it looks like, right on the top floor. Which is interesting. And a doorway out onto a roof area. I think I can do something with that. And having a more centered, slightly smaller place isn't necessarily a bad thing. Let's see what it looks like. Worst case scenario is I won't like it and I'll end up bulldozing it and saying, nope, let's start over. There on the right hand side, I think, is over here is the best place to have the entrance. And where this is a perfectly square lot, of course, I can rotate if need be. Or at least I should have been able to. What happened? Oh well. I wanted it to go the other way. I don't like this result. It just kind of centered itself at least. But this is not what I was looking for, to be quite frank. I would much have preferred it over here. I'm going to try reloading it and see if the angle from which I'm looking at it makes a difference in that. If it just comes back the same, well, I'll work with what I have. I do like those decks that are there. Yeah, it just came back in the same. Oh well. Like I said, I'll work with what I have. Definitely not how I would have positioned it if it had given me an opportunity to pick up and rotate the whole thing. Oh, perfect. No, not move lot and house, just the house. Oh, okay. That's definitely not what I wanted. Yeah. Alrighty. Nope, that's not working, guys. We'll just have to manage. Alright, so this was listed as a 3-bedroom. And I thought I saw a doorway here. But this is actually one of the bedrooms. So I guess it makes sense that there isn't. Oh, that was a window. Seriously, what a waste of space up here. No, no, no. This will not do at all. I will definitely be modifying this one. First, let's get an idea of what we're looking at, because it was a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, just the 1 bedroom upstairs, which means, of course, the master bedroom has an ensuite. I always like those. The secondary bedroom on the 2nd floor has a nice little desk, very beautifully furnished, and a bathroom that I'm assuming it simply shares with the bedroom that's isolated upstairs. A grand piano next to the bedrooms, which is odd, but at least they have a piano. And the deck is accessed through the bathroom. Definitely an eclectic design. Nice little deck here, of course, as well. Accessed from the main 2nd floor hallway, or great room, maybe a better term for it. Downstairs we have a very beautiful living room. Quite lovely, actually. I don't think I'm going to be changing anything about this living room. Half bath on the main floor, which is always nice. For a split second I thought this was counter in the bathroom, but no, this is just the way the kitchen kind of wraps around it. As you can see, that counter is definitely outside. Oh, there's some cabinets above, it looks like. Except for a few things. Actually, this would be a place that I wouldn't mind living in the real world. If my chat was working, I'd ask you guys for your opinion on that. Spice rack. Antique coffee pot. An actual coffee pot, the caffeinator. Small seating area with a raw antique pot, whatever. And of course a dining room over here I did notice as I was zooming in and out. I do notice some things with a very interesting looking statue. Bob the Butler Fancy Sculpture. Can they put things on the sculpture's tray, I wonder? I'm just going to move something. I can always just move it back very quickly and easily. But I'm wondering, is this a case where I can actually... Yes, it is! So they can actually put a tray of food on the sculpture's tray, or the butler's tray, the fake butler's tray, and that would be very cool, actually. I might, if a family moves in here, because it's very expensive, and a starter family from the get-go will not be able to afford to move into it, but I may very well, if a family moves into this house, try playing them for a while just to experiment with that statue. They also have a nice little suit of armor here. Knights of the what table? Octagon table. How do I not notice these things? These odd names. Nice little bust on the side table there. Yeah. Downstairs is very beautifully done. I like the downstairs overall. There's a couple things about the upstairs I would have changed. This seems odd to me. It's almost, I'm starting to get an impression about that third bedroom. It's almost like this is supposed to be for someone who maybe isn't well liked in the family and is meant they want to keep isolated for some reason, which I don't like. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like that, guys. The more I look at that third bedroom upstairs, the less I like the idea. The more I think about it, the less I like the idea. And I think what put that into my head is that there's this one little chair that's clearly a lower quality than the other two chairs. It's kind of off from the others. It almost gives the impression like this house was designed around the idea that there was going to be a figurative black sheep in the family, as it were. One who's looked on poorly. In the balance antique scale. Like I said, very beautifully done. Starting to have some doubts about a couple of design aspects that I am most likely going to change, but otherwise, beautiful place. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this. Take everything from that bedroom, create a room where the piano is. And the only question then is, where am I going to put the piano? Because if the piano is not there, I don't want to lose the piano. I really like the piano. So the only question is, where do I put it? This is one of those cases where I normally would turn to my audience and say, hey, if anyone has a suggestion, put it in the chat. And I don't have my chat. I don't even know if you guys can actually chat with each other. If you can, you're only seeing each other. Like I said, not what I'm used to. Kind of throwing my whole stream game off a bit, not being able to see your input and what you think. Yeah. I know you can do angled walls, but the positioning of this, I'm actually now starting to have doubts about whether or not what I was going to do was going to work here anyway. because getting that turned into a bedroom would kind of cut off the stairway a little bit. Oh well, if that's not an option, let's move up here. They want to isolate whoever is in here. Not a problem. Let's give them a nice place to be isolated. So we have a very basic square room. I think we should make it a little more sizable and possibly put in a nice bathroom for this person. Or alternatively, yeah, I like that idea better actually. Alternatively, we're going to... Haha. Guys, I know exactly what I'm going to do. This is going to become just a small sitting area. A new bedroom is being constructed up here. And I'll put something on this massive, wasted rooftop space. So, first off, what I thought was a door is going to become a door later on. In the meantime, let's just drag this over this way a little bit to meet with that. These wall windows are not going to be here very shortly anyway, so that won't matter. And we're going to turn the section over to here, or here, I haven't quite decided yet, into a bedroom for this poor soul, a real one, and then turn what's left into their bathroom. I think I will actually only go over to this line here because we're going to make this one the envy of the house. In fact, yeah, no, I'm going to put the bathroom here instead, this little space. And that'll leave the rest of the roof as a sort of a rooftop deck area. Yeah. Now I'm really starting to like what I've got in mind here. Alright. So, plan in place. Actually, no. Put those right back where they were because I'm going to reuse them. Plan in place now. Let's grab... Let's grab some walls, shall we? So, we are going to create a nice little area here. Alrighty. Roof is going to pay a pain in the neck to do on this place, but I've never shied away from a challenge before. See no reason to start now. And there we are. So there's our bedroom and bathroom. We'll have to put in, of course, a door, etc. I really hope that the doors on the bathroom are not, and they are, 2 space. So I need to make a slight modification here in some way or another. Yep. There we go. Alrighty. And that will cover that issue nicely. Now, of course, the siding. For the interior, we're going to duplicate the master bedroom. You thought you had the fanciest? Nope. And the same thing for the bathroom. First, we're going to do this. I think that was the same flooring in the bathroom, was it? No, it wasn't. Plain Jane floor tile, huh? Oh well. So we need this door. To go here. And we'll duplicate it again for on the other side once we get everything situated there. So we are moving this. Actually, no, we certainly are not. I don't like that. We, instead, are grabbing a nice top quality double bed. That seems to match. Yep. Ditch that. I think that was a bit lower than that, wasn't it? Yeah. Alrighty. Try and center this properly. 2.5, 2.5. Grab this one, which was right beside and in line on the other one, but doesn't seem to want to move that close here. Oh, it just looks further away because of the curtains, of course. We'll fix that there now then. No, it actually is. now I'm wondering how they managed to get them closer. And I have a suspicion that it was not oh, I see. Oh well. It's because I had it half-tiled. Well, then based on that, I should have been able to just do this. Interesting. So I can either have it a little bit more to the right or a little bit more to the left. I want to put it more to the left. Oops. Simply because that's where the corner is and there's no more window on that corner. Plus, on the outside, it'll kind of space them a bit better. Yeah, that looks a lot better from the outside. Alrighty. And of course we'll want to duplicate that same curtain for here. Now, what kind of windows did they use in the downstairs bathroom? Really? Oh. Interesting choice, but okay. Since the bathroom is done in identical colors, we of course are going to grab the identical curtains. Oh, that is not the same window. If it was, I think those are bigger windows on top, guys. Oh, that's... okay. So compare them. Yeah, they are bigger windows. Okay. Either way. You don't really need that big a window in the bathroom as far as I'm concerned. But to each their own. Certainly not what I would have chosen for if I was building this for myself. Alrighty. And what kind of wall fixture? Haha. This, by the way, is a fantastic choice, guys, if you're looking to not have a light fixture in your way while you're, when you're choosing how to decorate your Sims home. Literally just have a wall sconce. It'll be just as effective and won't get in the way when you're trying to click on something that you need to rotate the screen. That's something I feel a little bit hypocritical saying, because I'm really not that good at remembering that myself. I'm always using just ceiling fixtures. But wall sconces actually are a fantastic option. And we're going to duplicate everything actually, no, I'm not duplicating anything from this one. That's... yeah. We're going top of the line here. So the top of the line toilet. Yeah, because they went the next one down with an antique toilet. Let's try this one, but if I can find... That will do. Mirrors. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? So, the other people are going to be so jealous of this bathroom, because this person is going to have a choice between bath and shower. And no one else will. And they're even going to have a nice big bath. Biggest in the house. Alrighty, that looks absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. Wish I could get your input on that. If you agree with me or disagree. So, down here, they seem to have multiple options for lighting. I am a little bit too attached to ceiling fixtures. Everything in me is saying, just use the ceiling fixture, just use the ceiling fixture. But I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. So no, I'm not using the ceiling fixture. I am going instead with a completely different option. I do at some point need to actually move things around here and decide where that door is going to be. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get this moved in here, actually. Because that was theirs. And now that's not going to work here, is it? No, because that angled wall. That's it. I'm just going to move these things into the middle of the room. And what's on them will be, how do I put it? What's on those will become decorative pieces on what I replace them with. I'm going to move this right there. I'm going to put this just right here. And then I'm going to grab a duplicate of that door and just plunk it right in the middle. Now then, I'll probably do something else out there as well. I'm going to duplicate this over here. Not sure what's going on here. that window, but just a graphics glitch, thankfully, nothing to worry about. And since it was just a graphics glitch, nothing that really would have even affected our sims. Now, what kind of door did they have onto this deck? Perfect. Alright. So we're actually just going to move this over a bit. All of it. Move that up to where it should be. Put that over there. Move this over here. Wow, now how high was that? Just there. And then I'm going to grab that door. And the stairway is there. Oh. Okay, reversing everything I just did. And putting that there. Perfect. I think that looks good. So they've got a nice little roof access. So, getting back to the bedroom. What is the top of the line here? That would match this one, I believe. Feels off to me, that color. That's too bright. That looks about right. Where would it look best? I think along that wall would be better for the other piece. So I'm going to put this right here. You know, I could have sworn, guys, there was, for every color in this, a matching color in the other one. I seem to have been mistaken in that belief. That doesn't match. Oh. All right. So we'll move this over here. Not sure where to put this piece, although I might actually. That actually matches the other two pieces. It's more of a nightstandy look to it, but I was going to put it there anyway. I'm going to ditch this old, junky looking thing. And I'm already reevaluating here. Yes. Not sure what this is actually. Bright idea robot lamp? Ugh. Seriously? Nope. Isn't it fun when you think you've got everything done and then rethink the entire design? Actually, I'm going to go with something a little more of a match for the rest of the design than that. Same thing with these. Except for the ship, nothing else really seems to go right with anything that I've put here so far. And the ship only because it is a bit of a decorative piece. So over here I'm going to put a desk. For that, the easiest way is to just go through the option here. So I want something that's going to look nice with the rest of it, and I'm hoping that I find something here that will. Nope. And no. What do you think, guys? Am I being too fussy? Oh, wait. I can't see your response. See how much of an instinct it is when I'm streaming to just ask for your input? Again, Trevor, if you've chosen this moment to check in, please text me. Unless you already have and I just didn't notice because I was focused on the game. Nope. There we go. That looks good. Very interesting desk chair, to say the least. Executive desk throne. Now, I didn't notice any computers in this place, which, given its old style look, makes sense. But at the same time, this all does occur, as near as I can tell, in the 21st century. Let's see. I don't want something in unlock, as would normally be required for. All-in-one powerful PC. That's an unlock. I don't think this one is an unlock. No. And it's unbreakable, supposedly. None of those are really going to match well, so might as well just use that one. It's the closest thing to an actual match that we have. Alrighty. So, lighting. Feels like I should have a sitting area here somewhere. Of course, they've got one out here. Rugs. That's nice. There we are. Nice rug. And I was about to go into lighting. So like I said, I'm trying to break out of my comfort zone. I'm going with lamps. And I want something very upscale. But at the same time that will match the overall decor. So let's go with something like this. No, doesn't really look right, does it? Looks like it's off-centered. So what do we do over here for light in the computer area? Ah, that will fit there. So why wouldn't the other one? Try this again. Maybe I was simply making a mistake. No, this one is actually just bigger. That's the problem. Oh well. And just for good measure, I'm going to put a small seat there, and possibly even a small television. Love seat style should fit quite well if I can find something that would match. Nope. Actually, it would match the chair if I went with this, sort of. Kinda, almost. Might have better look from here. No, maybe? No. Well. That one it is then. I'm going to move this over a tiny bit and put into place oh, that doesn't fit at all. Oh well. That's an unlock. That's a table mount. That one is not. Actually, at that height, this didn't even need to be moved. I think that works quite well. Wish I could ask what you guys think. Oh. But we've added an extra bathroom, so this is now technically a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. I'm probably going to put something else in here that matches this. But I'm trying to figure out what. So let's have a look. I'm quite certain that would fall under living room. In fact, that kind of matches. Because this is actually an ottoman. Yeah. Let's see here. I am not entirely certain what ottoman would even be under. I've never looked for one before. Never had a reason to. Comfort. There it is. Captain Rodrigo de Pablo Ottoman. Yeah. That's definitely the one we have. Oftentimes, you can find what you're looking for. Captain Rodrigo de Pablo couch. So the one we use is the better match for that. Because oftentimes, in this, they'll actually use the names as a hint on where you should go for something that will match it. Motion's current. Definitely need some lighting in here at some point, of course. I think I make this sort of a study area, actually. And I don't mean study like computers, office. I mean study is just almost like a library. That's the better term for that, library. Nope. Pirate chest definitely gives the impression that this is the one we should be looking for, but matching is going to be an interesting chore. Or not. I think that will do nicely. Alright, so lighting and a bookshelf for that corner over there, or possibly, no, too close to the door. So this corner over here is where we'll put our bookshelf. The Princess Cordelia, I guess, seems to match quite well. And lighting. So I don't want to go with the same one we have in the other room. That just seems like it'd be boring. Making a slight adjustment here, guys, and I'm going to end up replacing, as I'm sure you've all guessed, that chess table. I don't really have anywhere to put this one. Now then. Definitely looks better with it than the other one did. see. And voila. I am half tempted to duplicate that and put in another chess set. Just because. Nah, I'll just make the room look too crowded. I will move it out a bit though. There we are. It looks like a lovely little room. I think I will replace this light fixture with something that fits the new decor a little bit better because it doesn't match anything else there. I was going to go, like I said before, outside my comfort zone and just keep it with things that, you know, floor and table lamps. It doesn't really seem to work with what I'm doing, though. You know what? Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to leave that as is. Alrighty. So this lovely little rooftop area has now been opened up for us. Only one window on this side, but I really don't think that's going to be a problem, decoratively speaking. And frankly, I can't fix it without having to rearrange the whole bedroom, which I don't want to do. Jokes aside, though, we've got a nice big area up here to use. We've got an area down here, still accessed through the bathroom, which I'm sorry, that's weird, but not really seeing any obvious solutions that stand right out to me right away without having to basically ditch one of the bathrooms. As I've already said multiple times, multiple bathrooms in a sim house is a good thing to have. Overall, the whole design looks really nice, so I'm really going to be keeping this just pretty well as is for the most part. I may make a couple of changes here and there, or I may not. I do want to take advantage of this deck over here and that massive rooftop area some way or another. One or the other, possibly both, is going to have a painter's easel. In fact, this, I think, is the best place for that. I mean, really, look at the view, right? Trees, other houses, yeah. So I'm actually going to put a couple of easels there. Creative. Now, I don't want an unlock one. I could put it there, but this is level 8 of the Painter Career while in the Master of the Real branch, Patron of the Arts branch, level 4 of the Painter Career, which wouldn't be as bad, but still. So let's just go with a basic painter's easel, and I'll put in a couple of them. Now, that part is pretty well done. I feel as though I should expand that stairway because this rooftop area is going to become a much bigger part of the house. But I really can't without, well, actually, yeah, I think I can. Weird place to have a window like that. That's not going to do it. You know what? These are, nice as it is to have for decorative purposes, these aren't actually beneficial to your sim. Gross as it sounds, guys, your Sims do not use the toilet paper. I know, horrible, nasty, but they don't. Sorry. So we're going to do this. Make that room a tiny bit smaller. And we're going to see if we can move this wall over. Actually, no, we're going to get rid of that wall, I think. It's not really needed with what we're doing now. It's only the left trigger, by the way, if I do decide to change my mind on what I'm doing here, so. What? Of course, because that banister is in the way. Okay, that was a weird way for that to go, but alright. Easily remedied, at least. Now, let's try this again. There we go. And the reason I'm doing that, by the way, guys, is put simply, if you don't have a double wide staircase, they get very difficult. You'll see frequently one going to go up and the other going to go down at the same time, and it just is, well, it's a mess. That said, looking here now, I'm even having doubts about the fact that there's only one square in front of this. Sadly, that actually has me rethinking a good portion of my design here, which I don't want to rethink. I like the design, but I can only really see one way to fix it without having to rebuild the whole place. And that is to expand this outward, which means I'm going to have to move that door, which means I'm going to have to move a whole bunch of other things. Whoever moves into this house better appreciate this level of effort. Alright, let's get to it then. Okay. Well, we'll have somewhere to put another lamp at least soon. I'm going to make it flush with the other wall, actually. Alrighty. So that opens this up a lot more, which I'm not actually thinking of as a good thing. I may have to just say, forget it, I won't bother to have a TV in there, because that just now looks ridiculous with the way it's sitting. Yeah, well, it's doable. But it does open up some design options as well. That I really didn't feel were going to work before, but now they might. Alrighty. Oh, and of course, now that that's done, I can go ahead and do this. Oops. Oh, I have to move that window, that door first. Okay. Fair enough. No, that's not where it's staying. It's just there for the moment until I get it all rearranged. That curve is the problem. I know there is a curved wall room or tool here somewhere. I'm certain of it. Okay, I'm relatively sure of it. If you haven't guessed, guys, I'm starting to like this place less and less every second. And I'm legitimately wondering if I may have bitten off more than I can chew with this last alteration. But there is a lovely little tips thing here. Move cursor. Hold. Camera. Undo. Toggle menus, game, pause, menu. No. I may have made all those changes for nothing because the whole point was to give more room here. Although, even with this, technically if they come up on different sides, one could go this way and the one on this side could go this way. Not what I was looking for. But it would solve the issue I was trying to solve, even if not in quite the way I'd intended. Yeah, I could work with that. Alright, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This takes up 4 spaces. So 3 in between. Pretty much a no-brainer on this one. That's nice. And we'll just move this over here. There. I think that looks good. Kind of wishing that didn't have to cover the window to a certain degree, but our Sims aren't actually going to care, so whatever. Now we do have to fill in this banister area. It doesn't actually do anything in reality, but so the flimsy picket fence is what they were using. I thought it was flimsy. Maybe it was simple. Let's find out. Nope, flimsy. Does that color match at all? No, it does not. Alrighty. Oh, there we go. Very weird to have it that close at the top, but short of basically moving everything around down here, not really much of an option. Keep in mind I can undo this with the undo button. moved back 1. I think I moved it 2. No, I didn't. Oh well. Actually, I kind of like that a bit better, but I was hoping to get this whole 3x3 here opened up. There we go. Alrighty. I don't suppose I'd be so lucky. Yes, I would. There we are. Oh, gracious. Not that. The whole thing, just this. Oh, come on. Seriously? You won't let me move that tiny little piece at all? I don't need to move the whole room. Ugh. Fine. I'll do it the other way. If you're just tuning in, guys, and you're chatting and wondering why I'm not responding, I can't see the chat. So I do apologize if anyone is trying to communicate with me or make suggestions or something. I literally have no way of knowing right now. Though I did just hear my alarm disarm, which means someone may be here shortly to assist me with that. And now, the idea of a second one of these does make a lot more sense. Than it did before. So there's a slight rearrange on the other side, but first I'll do this. I'm going to now need 2 more of these, and you'll see why in just a few moments. I'm just going to lay this one somewhere in the middle for now, until I move it to where it belongs. So, what world does this nut job have in mind now? Well, I will show you what I have in mind. This one is an easy part, an easy one to do. I'll do it like that, actually. Oh, look, someone has returned. How things go?
Good. They never came down for their package? They're home.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if you want, you can go and let them know.
A bit too late now, don't you think?
Probably, actually.
They probably did come down. You're probably working.
Could have been.
Hello, guys.
Yeah. Trevor is here. I'd say hi to him, but you all know the issue with that.
Huh. That's not working?
Trevor does not know. No. Oh, you do. Well, that didn't take you long to figure out.
Well,
yeah.
I can tell by looking at the screen.
Yeah. Do you know how to get that to work?
Open and close OBS.
I'd have to restart the whole stream to do that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, well, that's the only way to fix it.
Oh, joy. So I can't fix it. Okay. All right. Well, sorry, guys. I love your input, but I don't see any way to get it at this point, unfortunately. I did like the way this looked over here, I'm modifying a pre-built, by the way.
You know, you could have called me for help.
Yeah, but you were busy. I didn't want to
Yeah,
disturb you.
I will.
I kind of like the way this looked, to have these there. So, that looks nice. Oh well. Not a perfect match, but I'm at a point now where I'm starting to worry less about the perfect match and more about overall. So, that, in my opinion, looks very nice. I think this looks really nice here, but I'm going to move this a little bit. And then I'll show you what I had in mind downstairs with the movement of that sofa. So I'm really out of my comfort zone in terms of the lighting, which is a good thing.
Respond to me when I want to stream and say how you do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would ask the guys to back me up on this, the viewers, but they can't. I was actually saying a few times, Trevor, if you've chosen this moment to check in on the stream, please text me. But I didn't want to interrupt you while you were busy, so.
Bullshit. I prefer bullshit.
Yeah. Which, I didn't go into a lot of details, but I did let everyone know that you were helping a close friend of ours, and so I'm sure they all understand.
Did you get this offer already?
Not yet.
Yeah, it's probably too late for the package up there, honestly.
Yeah, probably. We can probably take care of that early in the morning.
Just lay it on the step, I guess.
For anyone wondering what in the world we're talking about, by the way, our upstairs neighbors had a package delivered while they weren't home, and we were thinking, okay, if that stays there, it's going to get stolen. So it's in our apartment right now, and we left a note. But I guess they probably knocked on the door, as the note had suggested, while I was working earlier. I know no one's knocked since I started the stream. But at least it's still better to get it a bit later than it would be to have it, like I said, stolen. So I know it's certainly what I would prefer if the situations were reversed. Alright, so we've got a lovely little bedroom with a little seating area now. Now that I know I've got, well, you know what, I don't know, I'm just going to use the same sofa I've got there, that little love seat. Because it's only meant to be a little seating area in the bedroom, not for multiple people. A double bed for 2 people, a seat for 2 people. Alright, so to let Trevor know what we've been doing.
Yeah, I've been watching the stream.
Oh, you were? So you saw the pathetic little room at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Alright, so how to utilize this lovely rooftop space that we've opened up access to.
Barbecue, a couple outside appliances.
Barbecue area, yeah. Because they really don't have an area for that right now. At all. That's a good idea, a rooftop outside dining area. Thank you, Trevor. That's fantastic. I love it. So, let's go straight to the outside furniture area. It's a high-end, very expensive house, so let's go with a very high-end, very expensive grill. So let's put the sort of outdoor kitchen area over here. Now, actually on the front of the house, maybe not. Right here. Let's grab us some outside furniture. Iron Oasis dining table. Not really big enough. Do they have any big outside tables, I wonder? I've literally never looked. They don't seem to either. Backyard Oasis patio table. Iron Oasis dining table. I suppose I could just put in 2 of these. No rule that says I can't. Still need to be in the furniture, don't I? So what sort of chair would go good with those? This is the only one I see that would match at all. Also, I just realized I did miss one thing. I do want to have somewhere for them to lay food down next to it. Well, actually not. I'll just go with that. And I'll move this more centered there. So they've got a nice little outside dining room. That's quite nice. Now, over here, I'll put in some seating of some type or other.
Well, you said no issue starting the stream, huh? I said you looks like you didn't have any issue starting the stream up.
No, getting it started was easy. Getting the
Why do you got audio input and mic unchecked?
What do you mean?
This one doesn't need to be checked.
Audio input. Wait, so can you check and make sure? Because I thought that was for the
desktop audio is free Xbox.
Oh.
And the mic audio as well. The mic.
Was my voice coming through doubled when I was talking?
Not that I heard.
Okay, that's good. All right, so it didn't impact audio quality, but it didn't really do anything for it either. So, like I said, guys, I'm still new enough to this that I kind of depend on Trevor a lot.
You gotta start doing it yourself, because I'm gonna be helping Wade a lot this summer.
I would imagine.
Well, we already got a bunch of plans. We've helped him continue to build the shed.
Yeah.
Help him gut out his garden.
Okay.
Clean it up.
I feel like I should have a little table between those. I don't know why I went into lights for a table. Oh, it didn't activate, so. Let's see. Just a little table in between. And now we'll go to lights. So I don't want run-of-the-mill anything here.
at the chat didn't work.
It is. I really like the input from our viewers. Kind of bugs me quite a bit.
Oh boy.
Doesn't really look right, does it, guys? Oh wait, you can't respond. You're trying to get it working there? Hopefully. He got it working! Okay, guys, if you're trying to chat now, we can see your chat now, finally.
I just open and close the chat plugin, the chat plugin.
Awesome. Hey, if it worked, it worked.
I guess it worked, but unfortunately we can't see any of the previous chatting.
Yeah. So anything up till now that you might have sent me, guys, I can't see, but if you want to give it another try there now, I'll actually be able to see it.
Okay, I literally just had my phone. Where did I put it? Oh. I guess I can check everything manually.
Yeah. It's going to be... How did I get that to go? Yeah, that goes up.
Nope. We got, on YouTube, we got 1% Ola. And Ola again. And then question mark, question mark.
Oh, okay.
Twitch.
You know what? Instead of those, that there, like that, I'm going...
Nothing on that. Have a Facebook.
One over here.
Nothing on that. Have a Facebook. Oh boy.
One over here.
Oh boy.
Oops.
Oh boy.
Sorry about the echo, guys. He's trying to get to find out what we might have missed in the chats.
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay. Well, that's good at least. We haven't left our viewers with no responses at all to things. I guess people must have actually heard me saying that I couldn't hear them repeatedly up to this point.
Hear 'em?
Yeah, or see their responses on. You know what I mean. Either way, they heard me say that I couldn't see the responses, so that's good at least. Like I said, I was actually a bit disturbed about the idea actually of people thinking I might just be ignoring them or something like that. So I'm quite happy that that's not been the case. That we didn't have a whole bunch of things there that people thought I could see when I couldn't. And I just realized that TV that I put in that bedroom is the only TV in the house. What? Oh.
So you use the intro tonight?
1 second.
Let's use the intro tonight, by the way. Yep, it's all working now. I just went testing every single one of them.
Awesome. Perfect. No, it's not that. I was thinking for a second, guys, that this was meant to be an off-grid house. But that's not an off-grid. There are no off-grid coffee makers.
Is this
So,
how you download it?
yeah.
Cheater.
Yeah, it is.
Cheater.
Cheat yourself.
No.
I'm putting in a couple chairs here, guys, just because I want to. Alright, so one last thing I do need to do. The whole reason I wanted to move this out that one extra notch, even though I actually preferred the way it looked upstairs without that being done, is to take advantage of the space it created here. So, how do I do this? I'm going to have to do it manually. Won't let me drag it out. Not a problem, though. And I was going to create a little desk nook, basically, instead of just what's there now. That will have to move for a moment. Pretty sure that is the same flooring, isn't it? Yeah, just in case. Now we have a nice little desk nook. A nice little desk nook with a lovely little portrait.
A lovely little portrait. I'm sorry.
Painting, rather. And my fiance mocking me.
And my fiance mocking me.
Like that.
Like that.
I do need to redo this wall out here. Alrighty, so that's done. Kind of a narrow pathway to the bathroom, but that's not going to be as difficult a thing to deal with because, frankly, they don't generally like to be in the bathroom at the same time anyway, unless it's a couple. So, that part, not an issue. And I'm just going to, because it's now in a little bit of a corner, first I'm going to fix this. Ah, not that. The lamp. I'm going to, of course, put in a nice, hopefully matching table lamp. Or relatively matching, anyway. Would that look good beside that? Yeah, it would. I am also going to put in another computer here. Like, seriously. Sims really do use computers a lot. They can make very good use of them for skills, for social, any number of ways. That silly little thing is going over on the dresser somewhere. And I'm going to give this person an identical computer as well. In either case, if I can put one of them there, I'm just going to do that instead of what's there. The only reason I didn't do it up above is because of the fact that, frankly, the one that I had wouldn't fit, and I wanted them to match. But that does match. So, at least it matches the other two of the other ones in the room. That part is done. Now, about the fact that they don't have a television. Literally, there's no television in this room. Not one anywhere. So, the old-timey painting that they've got there. No, that's not actually what it's called. At least I don't think it is.
That's more comfortable.
But I'll have to find another home for that painting, because that's the only place I can see that would work for a television. Guys, am I crazy? Is there another television here somewhere? There's nowhere else where it could be, unless they've got it in the dining room, which would be odd, but not unheard of. There really isn't. Alrighty. That's the tech guru unlock. So if I'm going above the fireplace with a television, we're going to put it, of course, where it's nice and high up. And the only real way I can see to have that really usable is to add, in addition to the two sofas, a matching love seat. Starting to wish that fireplace was a bit better centered on the sofa and love seat instead of on the or on the sofas rather than on the room. It's not actually, it's not really centered in either direction, is it? Oh well. That part I can work around. Oh, it doesn't match. That doesn't really seem to match either, does it? There we go. Plus now they can actually see the fireplace as well. Like I said earlier, guys, very beautifully designed place. A whole bunch of little things that I changed that ended up turning into overall a pretty big remodel now that I'm thinking about it. There are now 4 bathrooms if you count the half bath, which I normally don't, but oh well. Oh no, it's not the number of bedrooms we changed, it's the number of bathrooms. We just moved one of the bedrooms. There we go. And so we want this place to feel nice and homey. They have computers now. They've joined the 21st century, so we'll give them nice fast
23rd
internet.
century.
Either way. And we'll put this in so that those excuse me. Sorry. We'll put this in so that those painting easels will give maximum benefit. And good for photographers as well. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, this looks like a great home for a photographer. So, objects by function, creative. What's the best camera? Crystal clear digital camera, functional off the. A camera is functional off the grid, really?
Well, they need to charge it.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to be plugged in.
Alright.
So I'm going to put in, yeah, a couple of cameras here and there. So I can put it on top of the grand piano. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, wow. Cool.
That's interesting.
Just have it laid right.
Yeah, they must be in bed because I found her on Facebook and I was messaged her on Facebook, but she must be in bed.
Yeah.
I don't want to go knock on the door unless she says to bring it up to her now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Kitties.
Maybe I should put in another side table to put that on. That kind of fits the overall idea anyway. I'll just move that camera on top of it.
Oh,
after I
gee, it's
do.
11:25 already.
Is it?
Good, because I want to use my computer or do something together.
Yeah, not to mention at some point I do need to eat. This is Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
Oh good, I'm off tomorrow, so I can actually take time to get a proper meal for us together now after I finish my stream. Very late supper, but either way.
I had cake today.
Alright. Oh, did you? Cool, where to?
What do you think?
Wait, what, they had cake?
Yes.
Aww.
Told you should have came over.
Yeah, true. So guys, since I don't have the sofa, or love seat rather, there anymore, let's go with something a bit different. And see if there's anything here that would kind of sort of match. That kind of fits the whole antique feel that they seem to be going here. We're going for here with this house. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So I think we've got that nice area done quite well. We've got a lovely little third story now on the house. We've got a nice little rooftop dining area, nice little seating area for conversation or for looking out over whatever part of the city's in that direction. The park, perfect.
Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Copyright.
So that is, I think, quite well done. I'm quite proud of this. Like I said, sort of an antique-y feel to the whole place, which is nice. And I just realized there's a better place than on top of the grand piano to put that. Specifically, right here. There we are. So we've got a place to put. Sense there, or not backyard, the side yard area, I mean. Like I said, this design was originally designed for a slightly narrower lot. That's why you've got this 5 wide space on each side of it. But yeah, I think it looks quite good. Pity there weren't any 30 by 30 I could use as a starting base, but that's it. Can't always get what you want. Oops. Sorry, Trevor.
Copyright, copyright.
Alrighty. So we've got a lovely seating area upstairs with a little bookshelf for studying. With the way the living area was done, that may be kind of overkill, but at the same time, it looks nice. I'm keeping it.
Very nice.
So, nice little area I've put together in my opinion. If anyone has any thoughts, by all means let me know. I think Ophelia Villa still is a perfect name for it.
I think it is too.
So I'm going to leave that untouched. In fact, I can think of at least one of our regular viewers who would probably agree with me on that. And that's pretty well it. I don't know if Trevor was watching when I demonstrated this, by the way.
Nope.
But do you see that statue there, Trevor, with the tray?
Yeah.
Watch this. I'm going to grab an object here. This object.
Oh, that's cool.
You can actually put stuff on that tray.
That is cool. So
Which means that if... I'm sorry, go ahead.
So it's not just for look?
No, it's actually a functional surface. That means, of course, that they could... Well, it'll probably require me to actually pick it up and put it there after they make it. But they could actually, after they... Or what I could do, rather, is after they've made a meal for everyone, I could literally just pick it up and put it there before having them all go to eat.
Okay.
I want to make sure this is properly attached. In fact, I'm going to move things around a bit here, a little here, because I know full well from my own personal experience that you can fit 8 chairs around this table. I've used this table a number of my times myself when I was building houses for larger groups of Sims. So I'm going to take the 2 chairs that are there. I know it kind of looked to me, after I sized it up a bit, as if they had those there, as if, well, basically, so it would kind of look as though they were there ready to be moved into place. But your Sims won't actually do that. They'll just leave them where they are and act as though there's only 6 chairs available to sit at to eat, and that's it.
What are you doing, Nora?
So by doing this, they're all
You
functional.
better not be doing what I'm thinking you're doing on top of that litter box.
Oh no, she's just sitting there.
So, our buddy's rat looks the exact same as them rats.
Really?
They got him from Pet City.
Oh, so it was probably done by the same breeder then. Yeah.
And huge, she's big, just as big as them.
Oh yeah. So I think I'm pretty well done with this place now, guys. I think it's time for me to say enough is enough. I might make one slight modification here and ask your opinion on it. Oh, no. There. What do you think,
That's a
Trevor?
big TV.
What?
That's a big TV.
Yeah, it is. What do you think?
I think it's cool.
Do you think it matches the antique decor, though?
Yes, it does.
You like it, the idea. You know what? It doesn't really fit the antique decor, but let's face it, someone who has if someone in the real world had the money for a house like this and they decided to put in a TV, they'd go one of two ways. Either they'd buy something really, how can I put it, old looking or something to match the decor, which is kind of difficult with a decent TV in The Sims, or they'd go the opposite direction and go all out. So that's sort of the all out alternative. Alrighty, so the massively oversized television is in place.
That's about the same size as our television.
Trevor, the television is bigger than the sofa.
What size of our television?
Our television is not bigger than the sofa.
Well, the other TV we're using was.
Well, you mean the projector?
Yes, the projector.
Just look, it's literally bigger than the sofa.
All right.
That's massive. That is
All right.
huge. I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, we got the viewer on Facebook. Hello.
Hello, Facebook viewer. I'm going to make a slight adjustment here, too. The fact that it's not really centered is bugging me. I was trying to maintain the whole spacing they had over here, but I'm willing to sacrifice that for what I'm about to do.
Oh boy, what are you about to do?
Oh, nothing major. There we are. That looks nice. And we will just turn this to line up better. Perfect. Alrighty. Also, that kind of looks better in my opinion with these as well. Does put that bookshelf kind of in the way though.
Hey, buddy.
Do we really need that extra bookshelf? Oh, that's not a bookshelf. What is that? A dining hutch in the living room. Frankly, that doesn't fit.
I gotta get a shower.
Anyway. And it allows us to center and position this better. Alrighty. Time for me to stop being so nitpicky.
Time for you to be awesome.
Thank you. The only other thing I did just realize I did forget is, of course, this, which really, really needs to be fixed.
Oh.
What I'm going to do literally is just use what's there. And then adjust the height. Oh, on that size of a house, that height is not all that bad. I'll drop it a tiny bit though, and see what it looks like. Oh, not that much. What now? Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's good.
Kind of looks a bit off on this side here though, where it comes out over. But at the same time, if that were real, I could see some people wanting that just to keep the roof squared off. I'm not going to worry about that too
I would
much.
want that to put a camera up there. Or cameras.
That's a good point, actually. Alright, so, all done. Still haven't done anything with these side yards, but at the same time, given just how much we've done inside, I'm fine with that. So they've got a rooftop dining area. They've got 3 bedrooms. They have 3.5 bathrooms. They've got a TV that any tech guy would be jealous of.
Nah.
Oh, like you wouldn't love to have that.
Nah, it's too big.
Tempted to put in some extra appliances in the kitchen. You just compared it to our TV.
Yeah? Ow.
In fact, specifically this appliance. Move this over. And maybe a microwave. What can I say, guys? I spoil my Sims rotten.
No, you don't. Oh, I got the pre-authorized payment set up, by the way, Sean.
For
The lease, or the...
the sofa?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Not only they never had the direct deposit or automatic payment set up, they never had me authorized.
Seriously?
But luckily, the guy that helped us knew that you authorized me,
Yeah.
so he was like, "Go ahead." He did it.
Well, that's good at least. I did just realize they don't have one thing that's kind of essential.
What?
This.
Well, that's not essential.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I consider it essential.
It's not.
The whole place could go up in smoke.
$75 for one, or 75 simoleons for one lousy smoke detector.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yep.
Excuse me.
And that's for their sprinkler system. So, If anyone has any... Oh, they already had a sprinkler system. I didn't need that. Oh, well. So, if anyone has any ideas on how you feel this turned out, how you feel I did, feel free to put it in the comments. I am pretty well done on this now. I've already taken up a good half the shift at least. So we're going to go back to Manage Worlds, save what we've done.
I say cut the stream off a bit early so we can eat.
Oh, it's only 17 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm hungry.
What about my coffee?
I don't know, but I'm hungry.
Can you do me a favor if I want a coffee hunt for my coffee cup?
No. I'm sore. Pain.
Oh, okay.
Dude, we lifted freaking walls for a shed across the yard.
True.
They're not
Yes.
walls, support beams that we built.
So I definitely don't want to lose all that work I just did. So let's save that right away.
What time did you start streaming?
Tron. 9. Within a few seconds of 9.
Okay.
I think it was like a few seconds late.
Okay.
I did start the timer.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
I
But I started it almost a minute late, I believe.
logged into your stream
Mm-hmm.
at exactly 12, and I seen or 9, and I seen the countdown.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I want to eat stuff.
So we're just waiting for our Sims to come up here. It is now only 15 minutes to the end of the stream, so I'm not going to get a whole lot done, obviously, in that amount of time. But we'll get to check in on them at least.
I'm probably going down there tomorrow if you want to drop down with me.
I might. There's the maid. She should be leaving shortly, and this should speed up on its own. Yep, and there she goes. And as soon as she leaves the lot, and voila. So I believe this guy will be the first one home.
How old's the kid now?
He's a teenager.
Oh, already?
Yep.
Is he an evil teenager still?
Oh yeah.
How do you know?
Well, you don't get to change the beginning trait. Can't remember what else I gave him, actually. Offhand, I think I gave him genius. So he's an evil genius.
Who died?
Where did business savvy come from?
Oh, that's the kid. Holy jumpins.
Okay. Yeah, that's a kid. That's their little boy.
And what are the adults now?
Both just adults, I believe. Or... yeah.
Age?
They're both adults. I'm sorry?
Did it not tell you your age?
They'll be elders in 17 days.
And teenage will be an adult win, or a young adult win.
In 11 days.
11
So-
in game days or 11 real days?
Game days.
Okay, so like a couple more hours we can't play.
Probably around there. If I stay on these and don't go back to building. So he's going to serve lunch.
Get teenager to
Take
do it.
BLTs. I don't want the house burned down.
Why do you got the smoke detector so close to the stove, by the way?
That's actually just where it was when I downloaded this house, so I didn't bother to move it.
Oh, teenager's home.
Awesome.
He looks drunk.
Maybe he is. You know how teenagers are.
Do we still got flaming pee and poop?
Occasionally.
Hey, he's going right to the computer. You notice that?
Oh yeah.
Homework. I wouldn't
Actually,
even
I'll
do
get him to.
If I was a teenager, I wouldn't even do my homework.
Well, our sim kids are better behaved than you were.
No. He's evil.
Yes, and still better behaved. Cool.
Oh!
For those wondering what I said cool to, Trevor just showed me a picture of a relative's cat. Oh, cool, she still uses it.
Yeah. So how do you know he's still evil?
Because he still has the evil trait.
How do you know?
I just showed it to you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Ugh. Literally. It's right there. Right next to Genius.
Did you give him that trait, or?
No, that's the one we got. Well, I adopted him as a child instead of as an infant or a toddler. So he already had one trait chosen. And short of using... The only way to change it would be to either use cheats or to go over here to the reward store and save up enough money to get the re-trading potion, I think it's called.
You know what? I would keep it.
I'm planning to, actually.
Because
But
I'm curious.
If I did want to get rid of it, there's a potion here I can use. Not sure how far down it is. There it is. Retrading potion. Oh, I did say it right. I'd have to save up 5,000
Oh, of his own money?
of his... No, it's not simoleons you spend.
What is it?
It's aspiration points, satisfaction points.
So how do you pay? How do you get them?
By meeting his aspirations. So like when I eventually get to the point that the household has earned this and this, which this should have gone up. Oh, he needs to earn this much. And the household needs to have this much in reserve.
Okay.
I know the last time I did this on a sim, it counted.
Well, there we go.
Oh, cool. I know the last time I did a sim, it counted towards this to have other people in the household doing it. I don't know why it isn't there now.
Well,
But...
looks like he's uncomfortable.
Yeah, somewhere outside there's a huge mess and they don't like it.
Where, you can't find it?
Nope. And it doesn't seem to be on the lot anywhere, so... I had a feeling it's just in a neighbor's yard or something and it's bugging them, which is weird.
Don't you have access to all the yards?
Yeah. Sort of. But I mean...
Is he walking by a dump to get home?
No. Oh well.
Well, this is our trash cans.
Maybe. But I don't think so. Here, clean that.
Ew.
What?
Toilet.
What about the toilet?
It's dirty.
That's why he's cleaning it. What else would you do with a dirty toilet? You're gonna wash his hands then and eat.
So have you done any evil stuff since he's been a teenager?
Not really.
You should.
He's going to join the criminal career when he's an adult, young adult, so I'm not going to worry about that too much just yet.
Find a job.
I'm a little nervous about doing that because it gives them less time for homework and stuff. And,
So you can find an evil job.
well, that's the thing. The teen jobs, I don't think there are any evil ones, but I'll find out. I remember looking at these ones before saying, nah.
Babysitter.
So,
Manual retail employee.
babysitter.
Saturday, that would work. The other,
Retail employee would be every day except Sunday and Monday.
that won't work, but that would work since Sunday.
Barista.
Yeah.
5 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah, and it's Saturday. It's Friday to it's Saturday, so it wouldn't interfere with school at all.
Yeah, I'd have to get him to bed good and early Friday night, though. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's get him a little further ahead on his aspiration.
I don't even think it probably wouldn't even let you schedule him for school days, would it?
It sort of not really. What would actually happen? He can work on school days, but it won't be his shift won't be during school.
Doesn't take him all weekend to do his homework.
No.
What time do you usually put him to bed?
Usually around 9, 10-ish.
Oh my god. If I was a teenager and I went to bed that early, I'd be mad. Oh, looks like he's tired.
Yeah, he's going to use the washroom first, though, before I let him go to bed. Otherwise, he'll wake up in the middle of the night to use the washroom.
I want to play Sims. Take a minute to get playing Sims. But I want to play older Sims.
I'm pretty sure that's still his daily task. Yeah, programming. Oh, he also needs to up his charisma, apparently. Hmm. And he's maxed out the programming skill. Awesome. So get him to finish his homework quickly and get to bed. See, they suffer the next day if they don't get enough sleep. They come home exhausted after work or school. Extra credit complete. Well, no no urinary patch infection there.
Oh, it's 11:56.
Oh, is it?
I want to play Sims 2 because that was my favorite Sims game.
I don't know, on the computer I actually preferred Sims 3. What was this? Something came up there. Oh, he got another hour closer to his 100 hours on the computer. Finally. And we'll get him to use the washroom. Wash his hands in the filthy sink. As I'm sure everyone realizes by now, normally I'd get him to wash the sink, but this time I'm just going to leave it for either for one of them to do tomorrow, or for the maid to do. One or the other. He needs his beauty rest.
Starting to jab now, so I got a feeling he's going to be coming home frustrated. Or since he's evil, he's going to be fired one day. What?
Again, I'll just replace it. It broke.
My favorite Sims was Sims 2. And my all-time favorite, my number one favorite is Sims, the original Sims.
On computer, my favorite is actually Sims 3. I loved it. So he's up bright and early. So he'll make breakfast for them. But I'm not going to do the serve breakfast, but I don't want to build up too many leftovers at once. He made eggs and toast last time. Scrambled eggs with
So he's the
bacon.
cooker of the family, is he?
Usually. Not always, but usually. So he's going to make the 4 serving. That way, 1, I don't have as many leftovers built up, and
What's
2,
on the
if I
table?
do forget, it's only going to be 1 serving last. A book,
Why is there a book on the table?
because the other guy didn't bother to put it away when he was done.
Shotgun.
What's he doing? Go to work. Oh! Oh! Uh-oh. That was a bad choice of career.
What happened?
Apparently the red ones were the days off, not the days he's actually working. I should have gone the other way.
Quit then. What time does the school start?
8, which means he'd only have an hour in between.
Oh no. Yes.
Yes, he should skip that, and he should get a different job.
Why is he uncomfortable?
Oh, he's very hungry.
I read it wrong. We read it wrong.
Yeah.
How do you quit a job?
By switching jobs.
So the red ones, he's off.
Yeah.
Okay. So the babysitter would have been the best one then.
Babysitter. 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. He's going to be tired Monday morning, but yeah, let's do that. That's better.
Did he quit? Did he quit his other job?
Yeah. He's very hungry, so hopefully the other guy won't take too long to cook.
Oh.
Oh, there's the urinary patch infection.
When is he gonna start work?
Which one?
The
The guy who was asleep?
teenager.
Oh, teenager. Well, not until... Oh, school, he starts at 8. Grab a serving. You poor starving fella. Urinary patch infection.
Oh look, it's 12 o'clock.
Is it? Oh. He means 12 o'clock Newfoundland time, by the way, guys. If anyone's watching from literally anywhere else in the world. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but this is one of those... I'm pretty sure there's like 6 places in the world that have a mini time zone. I'll have to look sometime. I remember looking it up one time, and I'm pretty sure it was 6. There we go. He's going to put the rest away.
Oh, we got a message.
Oh, did we?
I can't read it, it's too far away.
Oh, Vivo.
I don't know what oh, what's this one? I'm not.
No soy Argentino.
What? What is it?
I think she's telling us she's in Argentina. which is very cool.
Oh, excellent. Hello, welcome from Argentina, if that's what you're trying to tell us.
Scofa? Crusha Boars. Balco? Balconaro.
Alrighty. So he's off to school, having left yet another book. Oh, a useful book at least. On the table. He's going to go ahead and put that away. And then I'm going to get him started on his
What time is he going to work?
workout again. He has the day off.
What time does the other person work?
9. No, never mind the books. Here, watch TV for half an hour. I have to watch this one because I don't want him to be past.
Let's see. No.
When about 20 sim minutes have passed.
I want to get something to eat. Spend some time together.
Absolutely. Oh, he's watching romance. He's feeling flirty.
I tell you else what I said. I tell you what else we did today.
Okay. Cool. So. Oh! He had more time than I thought he did.
Upgrade? What kind of upgrades can you do?
If he had enough, he could do super reception, better components, and Varaxium wiring? No idea what they would actually do.
Super perception? What's that? What is super perception?
Super reception. He'd increase the reception.
Oh, they don't use digital? Or
8, 9. Add superior flush. Cool. He's just going to clean up there.
you said with 20 minutes past that.
Yeah, I thought he left at 9. Now apparently he leaves at 10
Oh, there it goes.
with his recent promotion. I suppose 10 to 4. So he works 2 hours less, but oh well. All right. So this guy is home all by his lonesome there now. I think this is a pretty good place to leave off for the day, or for the for this stream. If anyone does have any suggestions on what we should do next stream, maybe some changes to this house for our active sims, or possibly something to do with one of those other 2 lots, then by all means let us know in the comments, either on the videos or in the chat, while we leave it on for a couple of minutes there before we close it all up for the night. We do try to make a habit whenever possible of doing just that, having the chat left up for a little bit in case you guys want to chat with each other for a little bit. Other than that, this is pretty much it for the night. I'm just exiting this. I'm going to do a double save just to be absolutely certain here. As usual, this save file will not be touched between streams, so even if you do miss a stream, you can actually see everything that's been done from beginning to present on this save file just by looking at the videos on YouTube or Facebook, and for a while on Twitch. In the meantime, other than that, if you did like what you saw here today, by all means, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do know anyone at all who you feel would actually enjoy our content, then by all means, let them know we're here. We will be happy to have them. Other than that, this is Tron Media,
Bye-bye.
signing off.